everyone, welcome to Priology. Thank you so much for joining me today. I make lifestyle videos. There are friends out there that I have who have not met somebody, and there are people that I know are struggling to just meet that right one. So this video is dedicated to you all. Wait. Before that, subscribe, like, join the fun. Just show some love. Something that I am often told is by people out there, they really want to meet somebody. They really want to get their life started and they really want to get married. I am not here to preach and I am not here to tell you, get out there, do this, do that. I'm basically here just to give you some hope and to let you know that in life, timing is everything. And timing is not something that you can control. You will meet somebody out of nowhere and you'll never know how it happened. Or have you ever heard this?
I wasn't even looking and it just happened.
I had given up and then bam, he just appeared.
These stories are true. And I know sometimes when we're hearing other people talk about this and you're in a position where you haven't met somebody yet, or you're not at all close to getting married, you begin to self-doubt and you begin to knock the person up that's in front of you.
How did he or she get that person? And I'm still single?
The ego comes in strong. Now we are spiraling downhill and life is a disaster. I have been exactly in your position and I know exactly how it is. There were days where I would just be like, when will I meet the right one? I really want to be in that situation because you see your friends, they're all going out on their little dates or they're at home with their significant other and you end up wondering why you're not in that position, especially when you've done everything. You have gone online and tried to date. Your friends have tried to hook you up with people. You've prayed and prayed. You've literally made the temple or the church your personal home because that's where you spend most of your time.
I've done it all.
And then you wonder why you haven't met that person. You see your friends having babies. You see all these bridal showers happening and all you can think is, how come I am not in this position? I want you to know that you're not alone. And I also want you to know that when you want something so badly, it does happen. As hard as it is, you have to be patient and you have to have faith and you have to believe in it. More than anything, you have to believe in yourself and give yourself that love, because when you give yourself that love, you're allowing the doors of the universe to open up and you are attracting love into your life.
I probably sound like a preacher at this point.
I remember when I had reached a point where I was like, am I ever gonna meet somebody? Like, I'm not meeting anybody that I want to choose to spend the rest of my life with. I feel like I'm a good person and I feel like I deserve love. Have you guys ever said that to yourself? I remember the moment that I surrendered and I was like, God,
Because I believe in God.
I'm gonna let you decide when the timing is right and who is supposed to come into my life. And I literally let it go. I started walking into the world with my arms open, knowing that I was taken care of by a greater force out there and that I will meet someone because I believe in love so much and I believe that there was somebody out there for me. I just had to let life take its course. 3 months later, I met Naveed. But here's the thing. You can't just say it and pretend that you believe it. You need to actually believe this.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Once you start believing in yourself so much and loving yourself so much, you begin to attract the beauty of the world. It's so easy to put negativity into the world. Trust me, I literally think negative thoughts once a day. Man, I can sometimes be the biggest hater. It's unreal, but that's a topic for another day. I ain't perfect. I don't got no halo on my head. I remember I had reached a point where I would look at other couples and be like,
Really? She got somebody?
or
He got somebody?
I was literally closing the doors to love because all I was putting out there was hate. The moment that I turned that around and I started embracing that, because I knew it was my internal insecurity. That's why I was saying those kind of things to the world. But the moment that I changed my conversation in my head, the moment that I started accepting and loving what people had out there, because love is one of the greatest things in the world. It is higher than any religion. It is a form of God. The moment I started really embracing and loving it, I noticed that my mind started changing and I really started noticing that now I was full of love. So I knew that my doors were opening up more and more. I was giving the universe the freedom to allow someone special to walk into my life. That is why, as cheesy as this might sound, the moment that I laid eyes on my husband, I knew he was the one. Everything that I was doing in order to bring him into my life, to manifest this personality, had worked. I felt it. It was a fire in my heart.
I I know it sounds so cheesy and I'm being so Hollywood right now.
You gotta change the conversations that are happening in your head, especially when it comes to love. There are going to be days where you just give up and you throw your hands in the air and you're like,
I'm so done. I don't know what else to do.
there's gonna be days where you will cry yourself to sleep. And there will be days where you are jealous, and there are days that you'll be like, am I worth it? Everything will come into play. But you have to snap out of it and you have to start believing. There's nothing more powerful than having faith in yourself, having faith in the world, having faith in the universe, and having faith in love. When people say to me, you're so lucky that you're married, I always answer by saying, yes, I am very lucky, but I'm not lucky because I got married. Anybody out there can get married. It's very easy. You can do a mail order bride or groom, whatever those things are called. You can totally tie the knot with someone that you're just not compatible with. Why I always say I'm lucky is I married someone who I love, who I feel a connection with, and who I didn't settle with. Naveen and I talk about this often. We feel so sad for those who have settled just for the sake of getting married. You want to be in that position where you married someone because you love them. A lot of times when we see Instagram, Facebook, TV, whatever it is, and we see two couples happy, I always say to my friends,
You never know what their story is. They could totally be miserable behind closed doors, but the face that they're presenting is happiness.
we never know the real story. We never know if someone has settled. We never know if they gave up on love. There is no better relationship than a relationship of love. I would rather be single, and truthfully, I would still have been single had I not met Naveen, because I was never going to allow myself to settle when it came to choosing a life partner. When you're having one of those moments, think to yourself, it's better to be single than to be with the wrong person. Being with the right person, marrying the right person, is a jackpot because your life is set. You are now living in pure happiness. Of course, fights and these little things happen, but overall, your whole foundation is built on such a deep love, and that's what you want. You never want to marry someone because
I'm getting older or everybody around me is married.
never do that to yourself. Love is worth the wait. Love is worth everything. Never settle. Always believe in yourself. Know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And as bad as it might seem, so many people are going through the same thing. And there is always somebody out there in the world for you. You will find your twin flame. You will find love. You have to remain positive, and you have to keep telling yourself this. Surrender to the universe and allow that beautiful person to come into your life. I hope I didn't sound like I was preaching, because truthfully, I'm coming from a place of realness and authenticity as I've been there, and I know how it is. Always listen to those signs. Always listen to the universe, and never give up on what you truly believe you deserve. Life is for those who believe. So keep believing. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I make new videos every single Monday, so please stay tuned, stay happy, stay smiling, and never give up on LOVE, love.